You've no doubt noticed that leaves are changing colors. We're going from summer to fall. And as I walked around, I saw these wonderful sights. You can probably see the colors if I do this. Beautiful. Yellows, oranges, and reds. A definite sign that some things have changed. We have to pull out sweaters and coats and long pants, put away the sandals. Isn't that right? Change. Change is definitely a part of life. And thankfully, change comes to most of us slowly, a step at a time. I experienced a great change in my life just yesterday. Some of you know that 3 years ago, and some, I quit smoking. And I began running instead. And for the longest time, my plateau was 5 miles. I couldn't get past it. And yesterday, on a beautiful Saturday morning, I started a run thinking I was probably only going to go 5 miles. And somehow, at the end, when I looked at my pedometer, it was 6 miles. I broke through a wall. But how did that happen? It happened one step at a time. Slowly, gradually, one step at a time. That's what life is all about. We change one step at a time. Our whole lives are like that. We come to this season, the end of the liturgical season, one step at a time. We've been through Christmas, we've been through Lent, we've been through Easter, and now we find ourselves at the end of our liturgical season. In 2 weeks, we begin Advent, a wonderful 4-week preparation to Christmas. But unfortunately, the media and the retailers are all forcing Christmas down our throats, so we're not able to celebrate. But we have to celebrate. This is the end of the liturgical year, and our readings are so powerful. They speak to us about the end of time. Malachi the prophet says, "Lo, the end is coming like a blazing fire, a blazing oven to destroy all sinners. But the righteous, the Lord will be there for." Jesus paints an awful picture of destruction and devastation. But that's not to scare us. That's to assure us that we are walking one step at a time with the Lord. When he told us to the disciples, they said, "When? When will it happen?" Isn't that something we would like to know? A little glimpse into the future. The Fifth Lateran Council, by the way, forbade anybody looking at crystal balls. Go figure, true. But we do sometimes look at crystal balls, or we want to. Anybody ever read the horoscope? Huh? Here's my horoscope for today. You ready? Find a way to use your head instead of your checkbook when getting involved in a new endeavor with another. Good ideas or strong leadership can be worth more than their weight in gold. I guess the writers of the horoscope don't understand that I take a vow of poverty and don't have a checkbook. Anyone else want to know their horoscope, want to know their future, even though it's the end of the day? You may be proven true. Kidding. The important part, I think, for the disciples to hear was that they needed to persevere in their relationship with the Lord, one step at a time. They probably had to ask themselves the same thing we do. How are we keeping pace in our relationship with our Lord? Are we aware of his presence in our life all the time? Is there something we need to kick up our discipleship somehow by more prayer, more acts of charity? This paper came in handy to me twice today. The back headline, "It's fashionable to give to charities." In the modern world, a high percentage of teens are involved with charitable causes. In fact, throughout the years, being a philanthropist has become the latest trend due to celebrities like Madonna, Angelina Jolie, Al Gore, and Lance Armstrong. Given to charity, doing charitable work is one way we keep pace with the Lord in our discipleship. How about ramping up our prayer lives? spending more time in quiet with our Lord. My brothers and sisters, we don't have to be worried about the end of the world, about our judgment, a final judgment. We just have to worry about our perseverance in our knowledge and love and experience of our God. That's our only worry. That's the only way we'll encounter salvation. No fear, no worries, just a wonderful relationship with our God. How are you doing one step at a time? Ask yourself that.